out tonight, Coach?
You know what, I think we got some timely goals tonight. Obviously, the score wasn't really an indication of how the game went. I thought, you know, first two periods we were okay. I thought in the third we played a little bit better. We got back to our style, but our special teams were good tonight, and Navi played extremely well.
Is it especially surprising to have a breakout game like this against a team you haven't seen in a long time?
No, I mean you know, every game's different. The puck bounces certain ways. Tonight we got some bounces. Let's not kid ourselves. It wasn't like I said. The score didn't indicate the way the game was. They got a good team. They're a fast team. They deactivate. They gave us some problems, obviously, with some of the guys they have on the back end. And you know, we found some sticks and you know, found a way to go in the back of the net. But power play was good. Key part of the game again tonight. 5-on-3 goal, something that we haven't been too successful with in the past year. So our guys played hard. And you get rewarded for that, and you do get bounces. You know, the harder you work, the luckier you get. And I thought our guys played hard in the third period. You know, it was the same message that we talked about last night. Was, you know, play on your toes and keep the pressure on. And for the most part in the third, I thought we did that.
Jack, how big was that fourth goal? If they make it 3-1, maybe doubt starts to creep in after what happened Saturday, just to get that one and keep the pedal to the metal.
Yeah, and that's exactly what. That's how we want to play. We want to play fast. That's the style that this team wants to play and how we have to play. And you're right. I mean, you know, that was a big goal for us. But I sensed a little bit the attitude and you know, the positivity on the bench with our guys. You know, we wanted to keep pushing against a good hockey team. And like I said, I thought we did that. There were certain things throughout the game, obviously, that we have to correct. But I like the play of our guys. I thought Brock, the young guys again, stepped up. Brock had an assist, and Matt had a goal tonight, and they played well.
What about that 5-on-3? That looked to me like a turning point goal.
It was. I mean, again, it's any, you know what it's like. You don't score on those, it comes back to haunt you later in the game. So for us, it was a situation. We haven't had success, and for us to get the monkey off our back on that 5-on-3 was a key part in the game for us, for sure.
How important was it getting the young guys on the board early? You know, early in the season, getting their first goals out of the way. A guy like Matt and Pat, how does that, you know, bode for their confidence?
Well, I think Brock and Matt, just to me, well, the way that we wanted them to play is they've been in the American League now, so they're not guys that are. They've had their experience. So and both guys have put really good numbers up. And when they come to camp, a lot of times as young players, you want to play safe. You don't want to make the mistake. But as camp went on, you know, our discussions with them as a coaching staff is we're going to see more. We know there's creativity there. We know there's some offensive flair to your game. And I think they feel comfortable hearing that from us in the way that we want them to play. And I think it's carried over, and they played well.
Hard to make any lineup changes after a good game like tonight where it got them the cover. What does that mean for getting Cal Clutterbuck back to the lineup when he's healthy and ready to go? And what does that mean for Griffin Reinhardt's chances of playing?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, obviously, when you win hockey games, but we got back-to-back games. You can ask about goaltending and the lineup and everything else. So it's, you know what, we'll just kind of wait and then evaluate it tomorrow and see where we are.
Jack, with this kind of start, do you have to kind of temper their emotions a little bit, or do you think that they're okay on their own?
No, we got to be hard on them as a staff. I mean, there's some things we need to work on for sure. I mean, they had some chances tonight, and we talked about a lot of it in our pre-scout and how we needed to execute, and there was some breakdowns. So there's some things that we need to do. You know, we got to continue to make sure that we have the awareness and you know, our decision making, our discipline in our decision making was just okay. But I starting to see us starting to play like we played the second half of last year, which is positive. But there's certain areas in our game we need to clean up.
Coach, you agree that in the 3 games, you haven't had one bad goal given up to Navi?
He's played well, and I just talked to him. He seems, you know, he's an experienced guy, as you know. You've watched him for a long time, and he's just, you know, when he plays like that, he plays confident. You know, when we get the goaltending from him, you know, he always gives our team a chance to win. And he's been real good for us. Knock on wood, it continues. And you know, Kevin's working extremely hard as well, pulling.
Coach, you get that first goal in minute 49 in. Do you feel also at the same time that might have set the tone for your team going through for the 3 periods you played tonight and won 6-1?
Well, you always want to get the first goal if you can, but to us it was, you know, the other night at home with the crowd that we had, it was disappointing. I didn't think that we played the way that, we didn't finish the way that we wanted to finish. But we give credit to Columbus, they're a good hockey team, but, you know, we wanted to play 60 minutes of consistent effort tonight, or close to 60 minutes, the best of our ability. And I thought for the most part, we did that. But to me, it was a test after the second period. You know, how are we going to play in the third? How are we going to respond to what we did the other night? And I thought we grinded it out at times the way that we wanted to play. There were other times there's still some miscues, there's still some fanciness and turnovers in the neutral zone that we have to clean up. You know, we want to make them play at 200-foot games, and we did that for the most part. But we have to understand that you know, for us to have success, it's got to be for the entire 20 minutes in that period.
Jack, you're talking obviously a lot of things. You got some tough talk up there, but how nice is it to see a guy come back to the bench with a smile when he gets his first goal, his first point?
Yeah, it's a great feeling. You've worked, you know, since you're this big to play in the National Hockey League, and then all of a sudden, you know, you get to play in the National Hockey League, and you work your way up to the American League to get here, and you score that goal. It's something that those kids will never forget.
Yep. Thanks, Jack.